Thank you for visiting West Coast Auto Enthusiast. Today we're featuring a 2003 C5 Chevy Corvette. This is a 50th anniversary edition. This body style came out in 2000, and this is the 50th year, and in commemoration of that they did this particular car. And so some things to note about that: it only came in one color, and this is it. It's the metallic red. They only came in one interior color, that was shale, and with one top, and that was a shale top. Some of the confusion comes from they all had 50th anniversary badging on the nose, but they are not all 50th anniversary cars. So this is a very clean car. The paint, interior, wheels, tires are all immaculate. The last owner had these custom center caps made with the 50th anniversary commemoration badge on there. We have the original ones. It's got an indoor car cover. It's a clean title, clean Carfax car. It's got 31,000 miles on it, I think. I mean, it's as clean a car as we've had in here. It's hard to believe this is 10 years old. The tires are new. It was just serviced. It's got Corsa exhaust on it. It's got, we have some really cool accessories on it. And let me pop this back, the trunk area. So there's the indoor car cover. So we have the original window sticker, which is cool. He also had this plaque made, so he took this to car shows, just telling a little bit about the history of the 50th anniversary, so that's cool. We have the original build sheet. We have the original sales brochure that came with the car. We've got the original owner's manuals that have never been opened or used, and a spare set inside the car. The original VHS, the original CD. Here's the center caps that were stock. We've got this, which is just kind of a cool, it's just a quick story on the this series car. And then we have, he had the center console replaced with a leather, so we've got that. And then we've got a couple license plate frames or components. So we've got a body color painted piece back here that's got louvers across here, and we took it off just for the sake of convenience, but that's also available with the car. So I mean, this thing is just pristine. Which I guess, you know, I've got a Corvette, my father's got one, and it's typical that, you know, they don't get driven in the rain. They usually get babied, but it is always nice to see them in this kind of condition. So you've got heads-up display. If you haven't seen that hole in the front dash there is indicative of a heads-up. So powers windows, locks, and mirrors. You've got an upgraded sound system here. You've got Bose premium sound. You've got leather bucket seats. And so as you can see, the paint. And I won't break out the top. It's too complicated, but it's in perfect condition as well. That's the license plate bracket that I was talking about. That's body colored. So center console. It was also common that these were automatic, so this is not an automatic, this is a 6-speed. We've got 2 master keys and 2 fobs. Traction control, you've got a sport and a touring suspension option, which is nice. You probably don't ever want to monkey around with that if you've driven these things there. Traction control is a saving grace. So everything else is pretty straightforward on this. You've got dual auto climate control, so air conditioning. One of the options on this car, it's got a 12-disc CD changer in it, so that was not common. So your onboard computer, your trip computer. This also is, you can change your heads-up display, and so what you can read in front of you. Most people just put it on the speedometer. You've got intermittent wipers, you've got cruise. 32,743 miles is the correct mileage. Cruise over here, you've got a trunk release. There's your heads-up display in order to move it around to change the brightness or the level of it so that it stays in your line of sight. And then the rest of the interior trim. So pretty nice. These are, as I mentioned, the C5 came out in 2000. It was a complete redesign, and a lot of people like the change from the earlier C4, and this is, I would agree with that. This has been it's been a good car. I think from here on out, most people have liked the body style design. I have Certainly. So it's LS1, 5.7 liter, and very, very clean, as you can see. I mean, everything's immaculate. Anyway, it's just a nice car. It's been very well taken care of. These are hard to find. I would imagine a lot of them have been well taken care of. I doubt you'd find a cleaner one than this. If you have questions or would like additional information, I'd be glad to provide that for you, and you can reach us at 503-227-2354, and thank you for visiting West Coast Auto Enthusiast.